Hello everyone, welcome back, and today we're going to be looking at a scenario of what if India formed an empire. Obviously, this is the India from WICSO, so it's not going to be like top 4 power in our timeline. It's probably like top 2. I think I may have done a ranking in a previous video or something, but this India is much stronger than the India of our timeline, so it'd be a lot more interesting to see what their empire would look like. If you do make it to the end of this video, I do recommend you do subscribe, and liking the video does really help me out. It shows that you like this kind of content. So remember that and keep that in mind when the episode is done, or not really episode. And yeah, before I do get on into this, I do want to say that for the past few videos, I've been trying to do this all in one take so I can spend more time making more and more videos because I really like recording and it's really fun, and I really want this to become possibly my job one day. Um, I do realize that I could do more streaming, but I just never get around to that. So this is kind of my backup. So yeah, we're gonna jump right on into this. Now, to start off, India is already a pretty large country. Do they need an empire? Absolutely not. This is the largest country that I've started an empire for, and it's probably going to be the largest for a little bit. I don't know yet, but yeah, I have my whole monthly plan for this. I'm kind of looking at my thing to see. I don't think there's any country larger than them that's going to have an empire for a little bit now. So yeah, let's just start this scenario. And we're going to see the Indians starting off to their south, to the more valuable land. This is seen as these countries have more major cities, they have major military bases, and most importantly, they have naval port access. And this light blue country has 5 ports, and or no, 6 ports, and they have 6 major military bases, as well as this, they are the most populated of the 3 southern countries. And taking over this area not only secures your capital, but it also is extremely economically beneficial. Now, I do want to say, in normal WICSO, this country would likely just unite with India, but we're not going to be doing that here. And so we're going to have to see India sending their forces right on into this light blue country and invade them. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening, as Indian forces will immediately enter into the light blue country, taking their capital as well as this major military port. From here, they kind of just start straight down, taking this major city and port, then this port, and then they kind of just begin to do a weird military strategy where they kind of just push out to whatever major stuff there is, and they kind of just take it. And this country can't really do much to oppose this, and they're going to lose their entire coastline. From here, the country is reduced to just their inner area, and from here, we're going to see the Indians cleaning up, and this country will go ahead and surrender. From this point onward, yeah, this country will be fully annexed into the Indian Empire, as, I mean, they had no shot. There's no way they would be able to survive if India left them as a country. So, yeah, we're gonna see that country getting fully annexed. And now this map looks a little weird, but we're gonna fix that. And by fix that, I mean invade another country, because we're once again going for economically valuable things, because India wants to improve their economy and also become the only country on the subcontinent. And yeah, they're gonna just march straight on into this purple country, invading all of their northern area and taking their capital. And yeah, once again, this country is very prone to invasion, as is that the right word? I don't think that's the right word actually. Very vulnerable to invasion is more so what I was trying to convey there. And yeah, they're gonna get taken advantage of here, and they already don't exist. Great start to this video. India has already taken out 2 countries, and we're only in, what, 4 minutes? Anyways, from here, India will continue their push down southward to this country, which has done basically nothing in its entire existence. And yeah, Indian forces will immediately dart down both sides of this country's coastline, taking all these naval ports here, as well as this one here. And yeah, this country will lose its 2 major cities I can see. This country does not have very many major cities, I'm realizing this now. But yeah, they have a lot of major military bases, and they're gonna begin to lose these one by one. And eventually, we're going to see this whole northern area becoming isolated as the Indians have fully cut it off. Eventually, it's kind of just going to give in because these people aren't opposed to being a part of India. And eventually, we're going to see the full tip of India falling. From here, a naval landing is made in this port here, and they will quickly cut across the northern area to a major city. And then they will move across the underpopulated eastern coastline and then move in, isolating the three major cities to just the coastline, in which they're very easily able to sweep through and take over. And yeah, at this point, India has fully conquered their third country. And uh, let, let's guess, what are they gonna do? Uh, they're gonna fully annex it. If I can, there we go. And yeah, poor yellow country, because their existence was very short in this video. I mean, not as short as the two that already got conquered, but I mean, it was pretty short. And yeah, from here, India has no countries left to expand into in the southern area of the continent. So, where do they go now? Well, that's an obvious answer. The next most populated region, and the next most advantageous region to take over. India will launch an invasion into Bangladesh, very quickly taking a port and major city. At this point, they're going to push up towards this major city here and take it with ease. From here, they begin to spearhead out towards these major military bases, which they're very easily able to take. And from here, they've basically isolated this whole southern coastal region, so they take it. From here, this major city will get isolated as well, and then they'll make a landing over here. That's not really necessary, but now they're pushing around the capital on two sides, and the capital will very easily fall. In fact, it's the city that falls the easiest. And yeah, from here, the entirety of the country's coastline will fall, and eventually they will lose their last major city, which effectively gets rid of the country. And yeah, at this point, Bangladesh will no longer exist. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what they do. And as I have already been coloring in, they will get fully annexed by the Indian country. And yeah, this country will get fully annexed by India. From here, the Indians will shift their focus over to this underpopulated country over here because they kind of got their independence from them and they don't like that. And so we're going to see them pushing up and taking over the southern area here, then pushing up into this major city, then spearheading straight to the capital and taking it. From here, once again, they have no major settlements, so they can't really evade getting annexed. So yeah, goodbye, Maroon Country, and hello, Big India. I should probably not say stuff like that, but who cares? Anyways, we're gonna see this country getting fully annexed. From here, India is I think at their largest extent ever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, from here they're going to continue their expansion up into meaningless land by invading Orange Afghanistan. Everybody knows not to do this, but India's going to do it anyway. And they're going to have a really rough time in invading Afghanistan, similar to the Lime team after World War One. And yeah, the Indians will have struggle here, but will eventually prevail, taking over most of this area over here. Eventually, though, they're going to have to make a peace deal because they are losing more lives than they are, like, taking. So, yeah, you should probably back out of this war. And you're going to be able, but you're still going to be able to force your way. You're going to be able to annex most of this country. So, does it really matter? Not really. And yeah, we're going to see a brand new border being created, one of which will benefit the Indians as they will go ahead and annex this whole southern region. They will not get to annex this region up here though. So yeah, India will be taking over this southern area, which is not really valuable at all because there's absolutely nothing in here, not even a military base. And yeah, I'm realizing now that Orange Afghanistan doesn't have a single major military base. I should probably edit that after this video, but yeah. Anyways, from here, we're going to see the Indians continuing on random Himalayan invasions, as now they're going to go ahead and invade the blue country over here, all the way to their east. And yeah, this one goes really quickly, as this blue country, they're focused up in the north. They don't have as many assets in the south. And so we're going to see the Indians sweeping through most of their territory. And yeah, we're going to see a peace deal being made here as well. The blue team doesn't really want to fight, nor does India really. And yeah, we're going to see the blue team being forced to give up a very large amount of land, an amount of land that India was not expecting to gain, but you know what? It's fine. And yeah, from here, we're going to see India annexing all of this land here, which, well, Dan, is a very healthy amount of land to annex. So yeah, and to think from this, they only gain two major military bases and a major city. And yeah, from here, they're going to go on one last conquest, and that conquest is one that will probably be the most costly yet because they're going to be invading into Persia. Indian forces will begin to push in the southern area here, taking two ports and a major military base before Persian forces begin to arrive. In the north, they will begin to push out from where they were fighting in Afghanistan before, but no major advancements are made here because it's mountains. And in the center, we're going to see a front line emerging, but this one doesn't really amount to anything either because it doesn't have as many forces on it. Persian forces, although are falling back, are dealing a heavy amount of damage to Indian forces as they approach their capital. And yeah, the battle for the capital of Persia will already begin. At this point, in the north, a major city has fallen over to the Indians, and hence they're seeing a lot of success up here as they will take yet another major city. And yeah, from here, it's kind of just going to unite the entire front line into one major front line, which will begin to deal heavy, heavy damage to Persia. At this point, we're going to see the Persian capital falling. Great. And from here, India begins to sweep the coastline of Persia as they are going to propose a peace deal that will, first of all, absolutely obliterate Persia as a country, and second of all, not be very beneficial to Persia's economy. So, yeah, Persia, they don't want to lose their entire country, but they don't see themselves winning this war. So they're going to have to accept this peace deal because otherwise they would probably not exist. And yeah, they will accept this peace deal and it will push their territory back quite a bit as I draw this border in. I do want to say this is the point where the video is going to be ending. So after this peace treaty, I want you to decide whether or not you're going to subscribe, like the video, whatnot. And yeah, I have almost fully drawn in this border. And now we can go ahead and see what this peace treaty will go ahead and look like. And yeah, Persia will be losing a lot of land here, as India will be annexing about half of their entire country. The eastern border will be completely erased as India has complete authority over this region now. India will then force the country to move its capital right next to the Indian border to this next closest major city here. So, yeah, good luck, Persia, on surviving. You probably won't. But, yeah, this Indian empire is looking absolutely ginormous. And that's going to do it for this video. I got interrupted, so I'm going to have to uh, make this into a very weirdly edited video, unfortunately. Damn. But yeah, we're gonna end this here, and I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.